Hey guys, today we're doing IXL. Let's get started.
Grow a dragon. Marlin plopped down onto a bench in the garden. You seem grumpy. What's wrong? Grandma asked. She was weeding her balloon plant. The colorful bunches of balloon blossoms bounced in front of her face. The dragon parade. Ah, it's in 2 days. Nia and Kent and, well, all my friends are going with their dragons. Grandma picked a teacup flower. Tea? It might help you feel better. She handed Marlin the flower cup of steaming tea. Only one thing will make me feel better, Marlin whispered. I know, but dragons cost a lot, Marlin sighed. Right, and it's not like you can just grow one. Marlin looked around his grandmother's garden. Wait, he said slowly. Maybe I can. May I look through your seed box? What is probably true about Grandma's seeds? Look for clues in the story. They are magic seeds that grow into unusual plants. Marlin followed Grandma into the shed, where she handed him her seed box. Let's see. Marlin flipped through the packets. What's the right seed mix to grow a dragon? Grandma rubbed her chin. That's a pretty wild idea. But remember when you mixed peanut seeds and jelly seeds? Growing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is one thing, Grandma said. Growing a dragon is something else. Marlin held up 3 packets. Fire seeds, lizard seeds, and wing seeds. I'll plant them together. Grandma smiled. It's worth a shot. Marlin took a seed out of each packet. He dug a little hole, put in the seeds, and covered them with dirt. Then he poured some water on them. Now he just had to wait and hope. Why does Marlin pick fire seeds, lizard seeds, and wing seeds? Look for clues in the story. His grandmother once told him that these seeds will grow a dragon. He reads on the packets that these seeds will grow a dragon. He wants seeds that remind him of what a dragon is like. The next morning, Marlin couldn't believe what he saw in the garden. There was a plant with a red stem and green leaves. A pink flower bud grew on the stem. Marlin touched the bud carefully with one finger. It was warm and smelled slightly of smoke. I did it! Marlin jumped in the air. Grandma came outside. Well, something is growing, that's for sure. Marlin ran his finger along the stem. It felt like petting a lizard. It's a dragon plant, he cheered. Grandma sighed. It could be. You won't know for certain until that bud opens. Remember what happened with my scrambled egg plant? True, Grandma's scrambled egg seeds just grew rotten eggs. But this time felt different. Marlin crossed his fingers. He would have to wait and see. What important thing does Marlin notice about the bud of his plant? It has wings like a dragon. It smells like smoke. Marlin woke at sunrise and raced into the garden. The bud had opened into a large red flower. Marlin heard a tiny roar. Sitting on the flower was a brightly colored dragon. Then he slowly reached out his hand. The dragon trembled a little, watching him closely, but then she hopped onto his hand. "My dragon," Marlin whispered, rubbing the dragon's chin. She grinned and let out a puff of smoke. She was nothing like Nia's and Kent's huge, fancy dragons, but Marlin was glad to have a different kind of dragon. "You're perfect," Marlin told his dragon. "Let's get to the parade." The dragon roared happily. Look at the picture. In what way is Marlin's dragon different from Nia's and Kent's? Marlin's dragon can fit inside his pocket. The 3 clues. Nia waited for Kit outside Grandfather's bedroom. Finally, the healer came out. "Good news," Kit said. "He didn't break his foot when he fell, but he needs to rest for a week." Nia and Mother looked at each other sadly. The Blue Moon dance was in 2 days. Nia and Grandfather always went to the dance together. Mother asked, "Is there anything that can make him heal more quickly?" Kit flipped through her medicine book. "Well, some magic night star flowers would heal him right away, but the clues to find them are a little strange." "What are they?" Nia asked. "Travel west and look for the hugging tree," Kit read out loud. "Then cross the Queen's Bridge. Finally, look for stars in a night sky under the full sun." After the healer says Grandfather needs a week of rest, why do Nia and Mother look at each other sadly? Look for clues in the story. They are worried that Grandfather broke his foot. They know there is no medicine to help Grandfather. They think that Grandfather may miss the dance. "Those flowers sound hard to find," Nia said. Then she thought about Grandfather missing their favorite dance. "I'll go," Nia said. "I'll look for the flowers." Mother nodded. "We want Grandfather to heal quickly. Take Harry with you." Harry was Nia's unicorn. He stuck his head in the open window, and Nia petted him. Then she went to explain the plan to Grandfather. "Don't worry, you'll be better again soon," she promised. Nia and Harry set off on the Western Trail. "The first clue is the hugging tree," Nia said. After they traveled for a while, Nia saw a large, strange tree. When they got closer, she got a better look at it. "That must be the hugging tree," Nia shouted. Harry shook his tail. Look at the picture. How does Nia know that she has reached the hugging tree? She sees someone who is hugging a strange tree. She sees 2 tree trunks wrapped around each other. Next to the hugging tree was a narrow trail. "I bet we go that way," Nia said. "It's time to look for the Queen's Bridge." Nia and Harry made their way along the trail. Soon they arrived at a river with 3 beautiful gold bridges. "I wonder which one is the Queen's Bridge," Nia said. "They all look the same." When Nia and Harry got closer to the bridges, they heard a buzzing sound. "Look," Nia said, "the middle bridge has a beehive under it. Queen bees usually live in beehives. So this must be the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry crossed the Queen's Bridge. Then they followed the path on the other side. Only one clue left, Naya said. Why does Naya guess that the middle bridge is the Queen's Bridge? She notices that the middle bridge is a beautiful gold color. She thinks a queen bee is in a hive under the middle bridge. The last clue should lead us to the night star flowers, Naya said. Look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. Harry looked up. Yup, there's the full sun, Naya said. But how can we find stars in the night sky while the sun is out? Soon they came upon a field of beautiful dark flowers. Naya looked around. She had never seen flowers so black before. As black as the night sky, she said slowly. Then she noticed tiny white flowers peeking out between the larger dark ones. We found the night star flowers, Naya said. Naya jumped off Harry and began picking the white flowers. In her mind, she heard music and imagined grandfather spinning her around in the moonlight. How does Naya know she's found the night star flowers? Look for clues in the story. They shine like stars under the full moon. They are as black as the night sky. They look like bright stars in a dark sky. Forest Walker. Mom opened the curtains and sunlight streamed in. Good morning, birthday boy. Ezra threw off his blanket. Ooh, I smell pancakes. That's right. I'm making you a birthday feast, Mom laughed. 7 is a big deal. In Ezra's village, turning 7 meant that you could go into the forest alone. But Ezra was excited for another reason. Your 7th birthday was also when you found out if you had the magical power to speak to trees. Excited? Mom asked. Yes, Ezra said. Trees know everything about everything. Imagine being able to ask them questions. Oh, trees speak? Well, remember, most people in the village can't do it. Mom patted down his bedhead hair. But you still get to go into the forest. So how about some pancakes? What does Ezra want most for his birthday? Look for clues in the story. The magical power to talk to trees. After the feast, Ezra went to Mr. Dell's house. Mr. Dell was one of the few people in the village who could tree speak. Ezra hoped that Mr. Dell could help him. It's your big day, Mr. Dell said. I've been thinking, when I get to the circle of trees, what should I talk about? Ezra asked. Trees are more like us than you think, Mr. Dell said. They want to be loved and heard, just like people. Ezra nodded, though he still wasn't sure what to say to the trees. I guess I'll see what happens. Ezra ran back home. Then he paraded through the village with his family. Neighbors swung open their windows. Ezra heard their good wishes. Happy birthday, Forest Walker! Enjoy your day! Why does Ezra go talk to Mr. Dell? Ezra thinks that Mr. Dell might give him a birthday present. Ezra wants help from someone who can tree speak. When they got to the forest, Mom hugged Ezra. Enjoy your first walk alone. Ezra entered the forest. He walked until he came to a circle of giant trees. Hello? I'm Ezra from the village. I'm 7 today, but I guess you already know that. Ezra waited to feel something magical, but nothing happened. Minutes passed. We had a huge feast this morning with a pancake pile as high as my knees. Ezra kept talking about his birthday. More time passed. His excitement turned into a heavy feeling. He sat down on the soft forest floor. Maybe he couldn't tree speak. Ezra thought about what Mr. Dell had said. Like people, trees wanted to be loved. He hugged his knees and thought about what made him feel loved. Look at the picture. What does Mom do that makes Ezra feel loved? She gives him toys on his birthday. She helps him to make pancakes. She listens to him when he talks. Ezra looked up at the trees. They were so tall that they seemed to disappear into the bright blue sky. He imagined that his ears were balloons, stretching and filling up with all the sounds of the forest. He closed his eyes, stopped thinking about what to say next, and just listened. Suddenly, Ezra heard gentle voices. He jumped to his feet. Was his family calling to him? No, the voices didn't sound like people. Hello, Ezra. We're glad you're here. Ezra whispered, Who are you? We are the trees. I can understand you, Ezra said. And we can understand you. Ezra felt dizzy with joy. He was tree speaking. Ezra had so much to say, but first he wanted to listen. What happens to Ezra at the end of the story? He turns into a tree. He talks with the trees.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.